some 4 hours ago, so good conditions for the South African seam bowler. And Mark Waugh immediately flashes outside off stump by the reaction from the fieldsman, perhaps even an outside edge. Waugh down the track, over mid-wicket, in fact in the end over square leg. And he appears to be going to be very aggressive here. First ball he was flashing outside off stump, got an edge that landed short of wicketkeeper Richardson. And now first ball of the third over down the track.
And immediately Hansie Cronje responds by dropping a man out, disappointingly. But yes, this is the way I'd love to see Mark Taylor play. You see, he makes the length. Mark Waugh, I'd love to see Mark Taylor play that way too. But he makes the length, and I think if they're going to be successful here, Waugh really has to break this up early.
Mark Waugh goes over the top. He's very good at getting a boundary regularly, and particularly when the team needs it. Mark Waugh just manages to come up with the shot that gets the ball to the boundary. Cronje to Mark Waugh, who gets a little bit closer to the middle of the bat. And it fairly races away to mid-on. He's very strong in that area. So the Australian contingent in the crowd pretty happy with the way things are going here.
Shots like that, there's another one. Could have been more if it had beaten the stumps at the other end, but he just keeps accumulating the runs.
Yes, both these players have played particularly well. Stuart Law and Mercantile Mutual back in Australia has been one of the star players. As we see here, you couldn't play straighter than this. It's just a beautiful shot. And a little bit unfortunate, really. It's to ricochet off there and just to get a one. But Hansie Cronje is the bowler they're going to look to score at least 3 or 4 and over.
Some footwork there. Fortune favours the brave. Got down. It was a slower delivery. Mark Waugh charged, waited, and then perfectly bisected the gap between deep mid-off and cover. And a very important boundary there for Australia. Just breaking the shackles.
Hansie Cronje needs to stem that flow of singles. If he can keep the singles down to a minimum, it increases the pressure on the Australian batsman. We see just 4 in the circle for... there's 5 in the circle for Mark Waugh as well.
Down the wicket. Whips it away on the leg side. Bucker is not going to cut it off. Nearly got a left hand to it. May have even got a touch on it, but the ball was well struck and well timed.
He struck.
Fast to one. Up and over. One bounce into the boundary between the two outfielders. Probably wasn't quite caught in the middle of the bat, but such a big swing of the arms. Such a good timer of the ball. Even when he doesn't get it quite right in the middle of the bat, the ball always seems to fly quickly to the boundary.
Yes, and I think it was Mark Waugh's decision now to get after the bowling. And got that one away behind square.
Goes again. This will go way all the way. Just over the head of Adam Bucker. Comfortably into the crowd. Was never really going to be caught. Mark Waugh just indicating that he didn't quite catch that one in the middle either. But he'll be happy.
Down the wicket again, and this shot pitched on middle. And Mark Waugh, of course, a very strong hitter of the ball, and it's cleared the fielder quite comfortably, Adam Bucker.
Tries to go again. It's a bad delivery from Simcox. There is an extra man down behind square leg, and so is Mark Waugh. He's down, and he's at the bowler's end.
Including some sixes. That looks like being another one. That is 6. High into the crowd over mid-wicket. Well, Pat, I don't know what you're going to do now. Into the 10th over is getting pretty close, and probably not close enough for Pat Simcox. Mark Waugh's decided he's got to go the journey. And the last over and now this over, the journey is exactly where he's gone. High, wide and handsome. And up into the singing crowd.
Just so effortless, Mark Waugh. 97. And he's gone to 103. What a marvellous innings. Consecutive sixes. Finishes Pat Simcox off very well. All stand everywhere you look. What a marvellous innings. Brilliant performance this by Mark Waugh. Australia 181 before for 3. Just watch this again. That was just a flick of the wrist.
But here today, his length was spot on.
And that line you're talking about, just a gimme 4 to Mark Waugh. Just too many down the leg side, and he doesn't waste those opportunities. Where Gillespie was unlucky.